Hello everyone. So yeah, doesn't look a whole lot different here yet. So I was having fun because that's sort of the point of the game, and some mistakes were made. These things kind of happen sometimes, which is why he's here. So I was on, I don't know, one of these two pteranodons. There's an alpha raptor in the area, and he was getting too close, so I took it out as a level 60, so that was pretty good with the pteranodon. And then, but he kind of got very low, and then I noticed on the way back that there was an Alpha Carnotaur level 140, and I'm like, well, if I took out a Alpha Raptor with this guy, maybe I could take a Alpha Carnotaur with this guy. I mean, it didn't really happen. Oh, I got a Diplo egg, so that's kind of cool. I thought it was a Spino egg when I first saw it. I'm like, that's super awesome. Okay, anyway, this guy doesn't even have any meat anymore. Luckily, I brought him along, but, like, why did I bring... the words. Why did I bring him along? Well, yeah, so in the course of fighting that wonderful alpha, and I was doing all right. I mean, it was taking forever. I can't tell how much damage I took off of it, and I still need to look to see if the red that I saw on it was just the alpha coloring, which some of that is, or whether there was some actual damage. There was damage because I could see that on its head, but maybe I wasn't really as close as I wanted to. And an alpha Cardinal is a pretty high level animal. So I took the other guy down, tried to attack him, just doing well. And the one thing you have to do when you're fighting down there is make sure you don't fall in the water. And I was doing really well. In fact, I have not fallen in the water yet until I fell in the water, and promptly got, well, I mean, you can see it right there. Promptly got eaten by a level 150 piranha right there. And it seems I was fairly deep because I wasn't making a point of staying on the surface, which isn't really great. Actually, I was on the surface. Because the one thing you should do when that happens, especially because my Tyranno was down pretty far, I was really kind of stretching to try to kill it. You just want to whistle at the very end to at least go passive, because all they'll do is they'll take a couple of bites, but there's knockback, it'll knock it back, it ends up in the air, and you're okay. And in fact, that's what happened. So the other one was still here, so I couldn't fly back with him, so that's why Mr. Aloe came here. I'm like, well, I'll take the fastest thing I can get. We came overland, we took the route that I mentioned before through the tunnel behind the waterfall over there, which was really nice. And we got here, and he's just sort of been a meat source because he had a whole bunch of meat on him to begin with, so we're just making sure everybody gets fed and up to full. So, we're going to go try to get our stuff back, because I did end up on one drop getting a fairly decent hatchet. So, what are we going to do? First of all, I've got my swimming outfit on. So you can see I've got my swimsuit on, I've got my super chaps. Let's see, let's look. I got the super chaps on, flak leggings, chitin boots, and and the rest of the swimsuit is just what you want. So let's go. And what we're going to use, if you look in my slot number 5 down there, let's see if I can get these things without falling off. We're going to use a raft, I think. This is going to be a test, by the way. There is our friend. He's blended in nicely. There's our friend. If he's eaten anything, his damage will be gone. There was some damage on his head. See, there is some. You can see he actually, I don't think he's eaten anything. He was a bit of a fraidy cat for a while, so I may go back to fighting him a little bit. But what I don't think I was that low, but maybe my body sank. That's probably it. Okay, so what's the idea here? First of all, we're going to land and we're going to see what's going to chase us. Because obviously we can't deal with the Carno coming after us. That will really be very not good. The piranha's probably still in the area as well. Alright, fine, let's do this. 5. I said 5. There we go. So we've got the raft. Because I think what I can do now... see, I don't know exactly what I want. I do think I want him following me. Take the raft. We're going to go out to our area here. And we're just going to dive for it and hope that we can get our stuff back. And he'll wait for us at the top. Excuse me, sir. And down we go. Okay, we're not down too far. Hope we can reach it. Transfer all. I said transfer all. And, okay, so he's going after that, but that's fine, because all I need to do, boom, back on the raft, whistle them passive, and jump, and we're good. That worked really perfectly. I mean, we might as well land. Let's not end up in the water, please. Can't pick up a raft once you're done, but, you know, okay. Ah, the ARK bugs. I'm going forward, and the raft thinks I'm going backward. That's fine. Backward is fine. Actually, that's where I'd like to go. Because then I'm by the edge here. So, ARK bugs with rafts. Rafts are hideous. They're great ideas in raft. Raft. I have a raft series. I'm not done with it yet. But this isn't it. Rafts are a great idea. The problem with them is that they are very buggy when it comes to movement. So I'm actually just going to take this over here, and I will just park it below our area. The Spinos can totally eat us at any time. The Baryonyx there might as well. But just for fun, there's a saber-toothed salmon. Just for fun, let's just take it out here and park it. Okay. I don't even think, look at that. Hey, over here, don't get eaten by the, hey! I need him to follow me. Come on. Eat. Why can I not, this way, over here. There we go, and then we can just get out of here. Alright. I hit the wrong button when I paused the screen. That was kind of useless. Yeah, the bugs will be a bit of a pain. I'd forgotten about them. But they'll prevent... First of all, the Pteranodon was too low to the water, so I couldn't get in. That's why when I hit E, all I did was open up his... Hello, bugs. All I did was open up his... I don't even see where the bugs are. There's so much stuff on the screen. All I did was open up his... let's get you. No, still not dead yet. Because the bugs can do torpor damage, and that can also... I forget if it can actually knock you off, or just interfere with other things. And you can just do this with knockback with these guys. It's real easy. There we go. Okay, taken care of. I couldn't jump on his back because he was too low in the water, so you immediately fall off, so you don't even have the option, so I had to move back, and then the bugs were there. Oops. Alright, in any case, that worked about as well as I could have hoped. I'll give you a little taste of what I was doing fighting the Carno, but not before we get our stamina up a little. But, come on. Alright, so we're good. So, you know, he still has damage on him, but he doesn't have a lot of damage on him. And sometimes you can get him, when you can get him on the run, it's better, but he's not really very damaged right now. So he's just going to go ahead and do a whole bunch of damage to me. And that was, so you see how he pushed me down there? That is part of the function of his headbutt, is they can actually push you down, which means he pushed, that's how I got in the water. He headbutted me down, I ended up in the water, and then that's where it was over. So you see, he does have some damage on him. I mean, there's no way you can tank him in with a Pteranodon. You have to do a whole lot of healing, and then hope he doesn't do a whole lot of healing. The weird thing about these guys is they just don't do... they're not as aggressive as some of the other ones. Yeah, he's got damage. I also don't want to fight the... yeah, he's going to come over to me. You notice he could pretty much walk the whole way. There wasn't even a whole lot of swimming there. That's a bit of a problem, because swimming, you can actually hit him a little easier, but then it wasn't clear to me whether he hit me in while swimming. It all went a little too quickly, so I'm not sure. And I can get my regular clothes back on as well. Seeing as we don't need to do any more swimming, I super don't need that anymore. And there's our nice hatchet. as well, so that has a little more damage. It'll just be faster, more efficient to collect things. But yeah, as you can see, he's very powerful, and it's just a big old pain, and I'm basically risking getting thrown into the water yet again. I did not find... Actually, I think I ended up finishing off the Alpha Raptor down here, but there was a really convenient thing. It was just cheesing him, sort of like I was mentioning in an earlier episode or video about cheesing the Rex, is that if you stand on... I think these? The Alpha Rex cannot step up, and he cannot hit you while you can hit him because your attack goes down like that. So I could pretty much get the Alpha Rex stuck down here and we were all good. It was real easy. Oh, I love baryonyxes. They're cool looking too. I'll get one at some point. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing any more fighting of this guy. It's just not worth it. I mean, I may do it off camera and try not to die, but there's just... he takes so much damage, and I just cannot tell how damaged he is. So, I mean, obviously eventually you could do it if you're careful, but I'm not even sure I'm hitting him all that much. It doesn't really seem like I am. As you can see, he can get some good pot shots in there. You could do it, I suppose, by dive bombing. The Pteranodon does have a... You know, I have never done this. The Pteranodon does have a dive bomb attack. And let's heal him up a little bit while the stamina's going up. And I'll just practice the dive bomb. It's the other attack option, so I'll just do it over here. It does sort of a barrel roll. So you go, and then... Oh, that was the grab. That didn't actually do any... Oh, and he just ate. Oh, maybe that little thing will eat it before he does. What was that? Oh, raptor. Actually, that was really good. Even if he killed whatever that was, the raptor went and ate it, so he didn't. So I guess I have to use C? That's like the third attack? Let's try it. Okay, and C. Okay. But I probably want to be going fast while you do it, and it does eat your... It does eat your stamina quite a bit. Speaking of eating, I do not want this raptor here. Maybe I can get it to chase me? Whatever. I guess they both want to chase me. That's fine. Let's see who's faster in the water. Not the same. I did find him easier to fight in the water, so I was cheesing him in the water, and I think that's what happened when I died, so I'm really asking for trouble here. It's fine. See? He pushed me down there. I mean, it could have been me just, like, not fighting the right way, but there you go. I don't think I can attack low enough to get the raptor because he's just too small. Because that's the other thing, is the alpha carno is, of course, bigger than a carno. He's almost the size... Oh, I got him! He was really dead. Or close to death. Wow. Okay, hey, that was cool. That was really awesome, because that was like a level 140, so... 7 points. I kind of would have wanted the lower level one. Also, one of the great things that you get is a little bit of raw prime meat. I really should have the oven for this, and I may fly back and get that. I don't even know what I want to do with the levels yet. I think what I'm going to do, that was pretty cool. Let me just do the levels here. Oh, those are my levels. I got 3 levels out of that, starting at 93. That's crazy. I don't even know where to put them. I've been putting them into weight. I mean, maybe more health. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm starving though, so there you go. Let's see. Let's do the levels. Melee. I think he's good for health. I really, you know, that's something you manage. That's not something I need anymore. I will give him a little bit more stamina. And I do like the weight. More melee. Sure. All right, there we go. All right, done. That's pretty cool. We'll end it here, and I will see. I may make the stove here, I may not. We'll see. It's expensive, but that is a whole lot of prime meat, and I think I want to cook it. Alright, we'll find out next time what I did. Talk to you soon. Hello everyone, we are in the mountains, a little past the opposing end from where we started. You can see the, let me see, can I get that there? You can see the little citadel up on top of the hill there. Look at that lod. Looks fantastic. That is a low poly model if I've ever seen one. We are actually here on the map, so our little house is about that way, just sort of right around the backside of this mountain. And the reason we are here, okay, we can put that away, is that little guy there. So, he is mostly ready to go. His energy or his food has to get to about 5730, I think, and then I toss mijo berries in him, which are already with this guy. I grab them locally. I'll need 29 of them. Maybe 30, who knows? We'll find out. This area was relatively dangerous. There were 3 Allosauruses and some birds and lots of different friends. At least 2 hyenas, a partridge, and a pear tree. But easy enough, there's a big old ledge right here, so I'm assuming the Allosaurus, there they are. 2 of them. I don't know where the 3rd one went. He might have despawned. When I was playing with some other Allosauruses earlier, I also had the 3rd one despawn. When they spawn twinned and the 2 Allosauruses can't move and they're sort of crossed over each other, they will sometimes, well, they'll be stuck permanently. But if you knock them, you just go up and attack them, it'll split them up, but a good proportion of the time, one of them disappears for some reason. So it seems to be a game bug, like they shouldn't be showing up that way, but like Brontosauruses will show up like that, but they're never, or almost never stuck. I don't even know if they're ever stuck, I'm just not sure. But the Allosauruses very commonly get stuck, and then sometimes one of them just disappears, which is hilarious. Alright, we are almost done here. So the problem will be how to get him home. Now, I did say that we're just along the other side here, and if there was a nice little way to walk this way, we would go that way, but there isn't. The ledge ends. By the way, I also had the option to pick up a Dodie, but I'm not going to. Well, probably not. I actually don't even think I will look to see what level he is. But I decided I just wanted to tame one of these guys, because I do want to grab a bunch of stone for the build. I was going to do it mostly in stone. I think I'm going to do it like multimedia a little bit. We'll see. Okay, we're there. Let's tame it up, and then I'll show you what we're going to... That's not what we need, though I did keep those around, obviously, just in case. Boom. So, let's see... Yeah, sure, it's close enough. It's probably accurate. Seems to be the right percentage to take about 30 of them and be done. So, what's going to happen? I'm going to leave him here. I'm going to fly back with Pteranodon, because the way we have to take him out, okay, thank you for that, is through the pass. And that pass is fairly dangerous. There are lots of fun things to play with. So I'm probably going to grab the Allosaurus, come back. I'll actually fly that way, and then come back and clear everything out on the way back so that we can then walk home with this guy. I will not subject you probably to walking home, because he is very slow. Doesn't even roll. Doesn't even roll like the Sonic the Hedgehog guys, the Dodies who's over there. He's just slow. So take me a while to find an Anki though. And he's male just like all my other dinosaurs. So, hey, let's spell that correctly. Alright, so I'm going to put him to neutral because I do want him to defend himself. I do not want him to follow, so I'll just whistle. I don't have a saddle, so I think he's actually probably in an okay location here. And I am going to fly back. And we're just going to see how it goes. Something will spawn here when we're gone, but hopefully not too quickly. So let's see what our way back is. This? Wow. That's a lot of happy friends. Okay. And a Carno. So I don't know where the way down is. I'm just sort of finding this out as we fly. Looks like it should be here. Yes, I've been up here because I like this lake area. It's very cold. And I believe we fly down here. Oh, so many things. What is that? Oh, it's a Microraptor. So many things. And then I believe we are right here, or we have to go down one more. No, we have to go down one more step. We are down here. So it'll be a bit of a walk. We're going to have to eat a lot of things. And we'll get a short little preview of the floor plan. This is not the exact floor plan. It will complete out to here, but then the edges are going to be rounded off. This is the maximum extent of the edges. So if I'm going to round off the edges, they're not going to be round. They're going to be roughly like the way these are. These spots that stick out. But they will be this width in the final. And of course it's smaller than I'd like it to be, but this is literally the largest size that we have. Alright, let's go eat our way through. This will be like an eating tour, a culinary tour of this area here. I don't mind eating things on the way back. There's almost going to be no way not to do that. But I absolutely hate Microraptors so much. And he can knock me off. Doesn't matter that I'm all the way up here. They can still knock me off. Okay, let's eat all of you people. Love how loud they are too. There's a Microraptor chasing that whatever that thing is called. I don't even know. Okay. Oh, wow, they're both chasing the sheep. That's not a sheep though, that is a ram. I don't want to kill. I'm trying to only kill the raptor. I don't know if I'm being very effective though. I don't think I am at all. Might just have to... Oh, I got the Microraptor. Okay, you can go away. He's not really going to escape, but that's good. Oops. And there's us getting stuck. Okay. We're up here. That's a Dimetrodon. Those are cool. Oh, look at all of these. Look at all these awful things. Gotta do the timing right so that they don't attack. So there's the other... See, he's up, and that's bad. I need him to get down, back down on the ground, and then I can get him a little more easily. Because he can attack me. See, he's up. I do not like that. Oh, there we go. The problem is that they can knock me out, and then something else can come by and eat. So who's chasing? That is a... There we go. Got him. This will be an herbivore-only area when I'm done with it, more or less. Okay, so... Did we have to go up again anymore? Oops, alright. I'm tired. We'll wait a bit. There's a raptor and a carny. It's like a couple of raptors. I don't want to fight 5 raptors if I don't have to. Let's toss a level on somewhere. Well, we ran out of stamina. So that gives us a good answer here. Okay. Okay. I don't want to have the low ground. I want the high ground. And there we go. I'll take one at a time. I'm good. Less happy with 4 at a time, but that's alright. With high ground, Timing, not a problem. Knockback, you just have to manage the knockback and you're all good. Alright, and we'll get that. Carney. Anybody else in the area, so I'm not backing up into anybody. Okay, same thing with the knockback here. But I don't manage the knockback on the Carnotaur. I don't quite have the timing down. This is why I'm backing up a bunch. There we go, that worked out well. Level 85, not bad. I think we're just up through here. Let's eat you. So Allosaurus is the level, so I will grab that in a minute. Oh, that's right, there were a lot of kitty cats here. It's funny, because I would like to tame some of these, but that is not our function right now. As I said, I don't really like fighting on the downhill, but the closer I get to where my Anki is, the greater chance that something is going to spawn there, so I kind of want to get through this area fairly quickly. Oh, I like that color. Too bad I can't trust that you're going to stay. And it's only a level 20 as well. Oh, hello. I like that tiger color, though. It's really good. How are we doing? Oh, we're almost out of energy, so let's just hang here. Is that it? I thought there was one more cat, but maybe he's far enough out of the way that we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I see there's a Carnotaur up there as well. 2 levels, toss 1 here, 1 more melee. Am I getting heavy? I'm getting a little heavy. Let's chuck the things we don't need. Those are nice pants. I don't need a bow. I like those boots. Those pants can go. And I haven't cleared out his... I've been using the Allosaurus as a mobile closet, so don't know what level you are, don't really care, but I'm downhill, so it's less good, but it looks pretty low. Yeah. Oops, did I finish him? Yeah. Okay. There was, I thought, a cat here, wasn't there? Isn't there a cat? Lion? Oh, okay. Let's just, I mean, I don't think it's the Yankee, I think, can take out pretty much any individual lion on his own. He's not a low-level Yankee. He's not a high-level one either, though. That's the thing, is I was looking for a level 90. I got a 95. I thought that'd be perfect. All right, that is Dimorphodon. I think I called it a Dimetrodon earlier. That is definitely not a Dimetrodon. Dimorphodons are cool. They are nice shoulder pets. I think I'm going to lead the way and drive... I think I'm going to drive the Allosaurus. That's not what I wanted. I just want to go T. And then this is going to be interminable. We'll try. Look at him. He's so happy with his waggy tail. Run, 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 run. And I do not want to level him up in speed. So, okay. Anki. We're getting him for... obviously for stone. I'm not really getting him for anything else, though obviously I want him... I would like to use him for metal. So slow. But I think the thing is that the way you use him most effectively for metal is to take him with something else to a metal node. You pick him up with basically with an RG, and you take him over to the metal node and you pound it out. I'm kind of tacitly doing this save without an RG. That's not really by choice, it's sort of by happenstance. Yeah, wow, even walking, I'm so much faster. So I think I'm gonna try. I don't need a lot of metal. That's one of the things when you're playing single player, just metal isn't nearly as useful. The only thing that it would be really useful for is for protecting your build from like a Giga or something like that. But it's easy enough just to kite something like that away, which is what I did with my with my with my bird just a short while ago. All I did is instead of fighting those Allosauruses, I just took my Pteranodon and hit him once, took the hit, and then led them off the cliff. You can do the same thing with almost anything that you can attack, because it works exactly the same for a herbivore as for carnivores, so you can do the same thing with if you accidentally hit a stegosaurus or trike or anything like that. So it's just about getting rid of your problem dinos one way or another. It doesn't matter how it works, it just matters that it works. With Panther, he's also low level. That's totally the excuse I'm using. I will not be getting one of those. I've tamed them a couple of times just because it's fun to do. And I just haven't found a need for it. I have a pink one. I think if I remember from my Scorched Earth save, I have a pink one, and that's perfectly fine. That's why I tamed it, because it's kind of cool. Supposedly kangaroos are a pretty nice tame, and I've never tamed one of those, so maybe one of these days that'll happen. Alright, I think I'm going to save you the rest of this slow going. I'm just sort of thinking whether I should try to lead him along the way, at least to some sort of metal node, but I don't really know where any are off the top of my head, so there we go. Alright. I think I'm going to let it go there, and when something else interesting happens, maybe after I get the first permanent layer of the base done, we can take a look at that. Otherwise, see you soon, just like we'll see him soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to ARK. I've been making a little bit of progress in designing the base. It has taken way longer because I've had to go through many different rounds of design and seeing what is fitting, and I have at least the base, the layout, the floor, not really floor plan, but the layout done. So that is basically what the layout is going to look like. So the front, I'm going to use the little horn there as the is the pointer, but the front and the back, or the front and the back, will be here. It's where the doors will be, probably single door right where that little triangle is right there, with the other single door there. Well, it'll be a double, it'll be a double door, double sized door, but a single entrance. Probably have a wall there, maybe glass there. I don't know how the frame's going to look. Mostly glass around the outside, though with probably some solid places for maybe the corners or something like that. But the biggest problem is just getting all of this mud, which is actually interesting. I didn't think I was going to be able to build with Adobe. I was never intending to. But as I was traveling through here on one of my many trips to go get wood from across the way, before I decided that getting wood was better, was better done actually with the pteranodons, I did notice these. I noticed you can pick them up, and they give you clay, which means you don't even need to mix sand with the cactus sap, wherever the cactus sap may be on the map, because you already have the clay. And you can't see it very well here. If you walk through here with your brightness up a little, you'll see a bunch of them on the ground. I've been coming through with the Allosaurus because I did get ambushed by a raptor, luckily only a single one. So I usually have the Allosaurus behind me, but we're going to go some other places. But as you can see, these guys spawn in here, and they spawn pretty often. So by the time I get through, they're only in this cave that I've found so far, but by the time I get through the cave, I've got usually about 250 of them. So 250 of the mud. Sorry, I don't want him to knock my Tyranno off the edge. They've been doing a lot of that. Stupid cats. Always knocking things off the edges. So I've been keeping the stone because I've been coming through with the Allosaurus, but I think I had some of this left over from before, which is why it was stacking weirdly there. But you can see there's quite a bit of it that spawns in here, and by the time that you've run all the way through this cave and grabbed it and gotten very roughly 250, a lot of them start spawning on the way back, so you'll get about another 150 on the way back, and it spawns pretty frequently. As you can see, the cave is kind of full of these things. So these have been pretty good to grab There's some of them hidden a little more closely underneath the bushes here, so you kind of have to, you know, work your way around the bushes to find them, but it's not too bad, and you'll still get most of them even if you don't want to grab under the bushes, because obviously if you grab too close to the bush, you'll just start harvesting the bush instead. But if you stay far enough away and keep them sort of at the edge of your view there, you won't grab any that are hiding underneath the bushes, or you won't grab any of the bushes, you'll just grab the ones that are hiding underneath. So, in any case, I've come in here, probably did like 8 runs front to back. Get rid of that. And gotten some clay. I think that's all the clay I have left. I'm probably going to build the walls of the... So you can see they come all the way out to here, and the last few are right here at the exit. Oh yeah, the other thing I do to make them a little easier to see, I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I will also go in here and just turn the ground clutter all the way down to nothing. It does give you a little clearer visibility, so you can see more of these things on the ground. It doesn't make too much of a difference in the visuals in the cave. Not that it matters too much, you're just in here for collecting. But it does make it fairly easy to find them, or a little easier to find them. Though, of course, these things are still here, and a lot of them are, they're not hidden, they're not like trapped underneath them, but definitely visually the clay is fairly well hidden in many areas. And if you get out here, fun carnivores, or at least killivores, will come around here, so you probably do want to keep your Allosaurus with you. I just set the Allosaurus to follow, and that seemed to work fairly well. So, in any case, that is one thing I've been doing here. That has been taking a lot of time, and it means that I've gotten up to level 99 here. So, that's already a bunch. Let's put this back to regular view, and let's put this back to our regular settings. I should set that to 3/4 or so. Just looks nicer. So the other half of what I've been doing, other than grabbing any of the drops that have come along, and there have been some halfway decent ones. I think before the previous section of the video I'd already gotten these 2 fairly nice things. I have a journeyman hatchet and an apprentice metal pick, which is just giving me more per hatchet and hit strike. It also means you can chop down trees fairly quickly and even hack up rocks fairly well. This used to be a forest, and it's now gone. There's one tree that has respawned in here, unless I forgot to chop it down, but I think it's actually respawned. It'll eventually respawn over time, though if I'm not in the area, I think you actually need to be in the area for that respawn counter tick to happen, but this has sort of been a bit of an experiment to see exactly how long that takes. In any case, this is because I've needed the... So you might think, hey, maybe I could pick up these. No, these are just river rock again, which is silly because this isn't a river. But I've needed all of these to make the wood bases, as well as you need wood to make the stone, and you need wood to make the... for a second there, I thought that was something interesting. It's just a gallimimus. You also need wood to make the adobe. So you see, that's the only reason I can't make it right now, is I don't have any wood in my inventory. As I said, I'll be making more adobe, but I think because you can just replace things, bases and whatever, some of the bases on this floor plan have been replaced 3 times, because I initially found out what the maximum sort of maximum rectangular size you could make using just the thatch bases, and it actually squares out, so you can rectangle this thing all the way out, but of course I didn't want that shape. Actually no, I think you can rectangle out to 1 set in, so the rectangle actually does go all the way out this way on this line, but it did fail over here because you can't put something equivalent here and there without needing to use a roof, and there can, I think, be spawn problems with, instead of having a base here, having a ceiling which is then suspended over the floor. I think you can get spawns in there, and they can get inside then. They can clip inside your house and then wreck everything. And I had that happen to me in Scorched Earth on a PvE server, which was very annoying, and it annoyed me so much that I just ended up leaving the server. I didn't lose a lot, but I lost a lot of my best stuff. So all I've been doing here is I've had 2 Pteranodons. The other one, yeah, he's over there. Hiding in the bushes is the Anki. He's hidden here because the incessant... Oh, yeah, it's over there. Those Diplodocuses have been knocking, honestly, both my Anki and my Pteranodons off the edges, and I've had to fish them out from down there, from down here a couple of times now, and it's been a little annoying. I just don't want anything to come up and kill them because I variously have them on attack and passive, so I just don't know. Okay. What is going to be the plan in here? I hope everything fits. Haha. It's big enough, it probably should. I think on one side we're going to have power generator. I think it's going to... I was thinking about doing it 2-story because I think the edges here, sort of the wings, are going to be 3-story and then angled. And then the center will be 5-story and then angled, though I think the only part of the center that's going to be 5-story is actually the center part, sort of this 5x5 block in the middle here. So, whereas these will probably, the little entrance and exit areas might be a little shorter. I don't know. I'm just going to build it and see what happens. These were weird, but I guess I'm just going to keep them because I do want to have loads of plants in here. This is supposed to be a conservatory, so yeah, more plants the merrier. If I've got them sticking up and these are the type of plants that you can't grab, I'm trying to grab them, nothing's happening. That's fine. These will actually add to the aesthetic because there's not a plant I can actually get inside. Obviously you have a lot of spawns in the area. I've also cut down a whole bunch of trees and even all the rocks back there, so just waiting for those to spawn back in so it'll look nicer after a while. Trying not to cut anything down over here, and then my temporary storage has been hidden out here the entire time. Still got 48 in the spark powder, so we're good there. Just got loads of stuff left over for building, which I'm going to need pretty soon. I've got this metal shield. Great. I mean, it's fantastic, and it's actually the shield. It's not a engram for a shield. It's the real deal. So I assume when I go into some sort of cave, I can use that. It seems pretty good. I should try it out maybe on Raptor or something. Just walk up to it and use the shield and see how much it can actually absorb. If I need more stone, he's not high level, but it's a 55 and it's a male, so it matches like everything else I have. I may get this guy, but I don't think I need any more stone because you also get an equivalent amount of stone from when you grab all of the stuff to make the adobe, so I really haven't been short of stone for a while. Alright, so yeah, walls unfortunately are going to be mostly glass, and let's find out. I forget, was it called greenhouse? Yeah, greenhouse wall, 25 crystal each. I need to find where crystal is on this map. We're going to need that. I don't know if we're going to need ceiling, but we're definitely going to need the triangle ceiling. There is a double greenhouse door. I don't know if I want that for the aesthetic. I'm not going to grab it yet. I'll probably need that for that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need the slope through 100%. I don't actually intend on doing windows, but I might do them for aesthetics. So wait, if you have the window, but there's no window thing here, then the point of this greenhouse window is actually to be put into another frame, which answers a question for me. I was wondering if I could use greenhouse door on a regular door frame. I have to try it. So we're going to do double door. That's not what I wanted. That is cool though. Shows you all the stuff you've done. I did die at some point. Is this gonna be death? There's my tame. There's a dung beetle still back at home. It's gonna be, there we go. Killed by piranha. That's where I died. I died. Is that the, wow. Oh no, I was killed by the Rex. Day 3. Did I do that on screen? I don't remember. But I don't remember. That's kind of cool. Sorry, as I'm walking over here, I'm going to try to remember being killed by the Rex. Now I need to go back and check out the video. There we go. Rex. Yes! No, that was not on video. I remember now. I was in the ocean area. Yep, I remember having to fetch my stuff out of my carcass from the ocean. I did mention it in one of the, probably the first video. Okay. So I've got a few design things to do. What I want to do, actually, let's go back here and go double. I don't exactly know what I want for the door frame. It won't be wood. I don't want to build much or anything else in wood. I just wanted wood right here for the external. I think I'd like to do stone, but I want to use another door. Perfect. I want to test that because I don't even want to build that if I can't use it and waste 20 crystal, because it's a lot of crystal, not to mention a bunch of cementing paste, but I can raid beaver dams. That's going to be actually a pretty good thing to do. Let's right now build the stone double frame and the wood double door. Stick it in place. See what it looks like. And these are all going to be double height. So stone, wood, I don't know how much I need. I'm just throwing it in here so I can have some available. Let's have a look. Double, okay. 1. And ¿dónde está double door? Hello, wood double door. Where are you? There we go. 1. Let's find out. Alright. I'm pretty sure you can do this. I mean, this would be stupid if they somehow required you to match. It's ARK, though. I mean, you know. Who knows, right? No, they made a lot of good things. A lot of good... Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm getting it in the right spot. I'm pretty sure I am. I have no idea what's front and back. 6. Yes, you can. Alright. Do these always open the same way? They do. That's good, because I want them to open in. So I guess I want to place them from this angle. Okay. So okay, so this is great. I may even keep them as the wood doors. I don't know. They're definitely going to be double height, so I'm going to need 4 on each side. Really? Did you just magically appear? I love this game. No bugs at all. It's just bug free. Especially the mosquitoes. Hello, sir. Alright, not too interesting. I'll probably kill that for the resources. It's nothing like being a psychopath, or at least a sociopath in games. Alright, so that's the current status. Every now and then, so how safe is this area? You will get some raptors wandering over from over that way. Just about... oh, yay, duck adaptation. Just about 10 minutes ago, I had a Carno show up right there. They will also wander down from that location as well. You'll get Carnos as well as raptors. I've gotten a couple of other things. They'll also fall off the edge. So one other thing that I'm considering that I don't think I'm going to do, I'm running really slowly because I've got myself like laden. I should just build the doors right now. It's a thought to baby-proof this. Like to put a fence all the way around so where you can't see it from down below. But it kind of keeps things from falling off here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. It just doesn't seem worth it. Not enough things fall off. All of my animals are pretty OP at this point, so they're going to kill pretty much anything they come across. It would just be if they got stuck, unable to touch something just because of, you know, function, like the way that... Oh, the shadows. Oh, there we go. This, I would say, is the biggest. Right here is the biggest downside. It is programmed... Actually, if we fly in the air, it's much more obvious. This area here seems to be programmed for a dark spot. I don't see any others. There are other places that are like this. Right now, if we fly into the cave over here, it is very dark. I basically took evenings off to collect the wood from the X-forest over there. Because, sure, you can run through this at night, and there's a few spots where there are light, but, I mean, we're on the bright thing right now, and you can't see anything down there. So, you know, you can collect some of them here, so you can actually pick them up. And as long as it's relatively safe in here, you can just walk through and just grab, you know. Again, I've been through here 10 times now. I know generally where all the things are. Sure, you'll miss some, but it's better than nothing. It's just not fun. I mean, it's bad enough having to grind for things without having to also grind in the dark and wonder whether something's going to bite your butt. I did have one raptor come through. The fun part about dealing with the raptor is that, of course, I had the Allosaurus right at my back, so as soon as he attacked me, the Allosaurus like ate him in 2 bites. But the real fun part of it was... No, it's over here. The real fun part about it was, you know, the Allosaurus had following me, so he was right behind me, but, you know, the raptor got to me first. And I just, as he came up to me, of course, I couldn't really think fast enough, so I just did the old... I just gave him a couple of punches as I backed up. And then the Allosaurus got up, so it was actually kind of fun to punch a raptor. I got a bit of a kick out of that, so you know, you got to take your fun things as you get them. All right, I guess I can toss some clay in there, because I was gonna go and maybe grab some stuff from. Let's see what a green, which is a low-level one. See what a green ring gets us, and then we'll probably end it. This has been this drop right here is a really common area, which is really nice. It's why one of the reasons why I like this location. Yeah, I remember, because Mr. Stego's been glitched there, and I could attack him, which would release him, but he would eventually fall off the side and be dead, falling down into the water and then getting killed by something. So yeah, I'll take it. All right. And I've been finding a few of these, which are just kind of fun. These little stacked rocks. I can think of 4 spots on the map where there are some. I think there's one other spot in here. There is a spot right next to where the dead area of the forest is, as you travel between the old base and here. That's through the neck in the woods. I think, as I said, there's one other here, and I think I found one out in the volcanic area. I wonder how many of them there are on the map. It would be cool if that was like a little advancement in the game. You found all of the stone pillars, or micro-cairns, or whatever you want to call them. Micro-cairns. Alright. I could have used these earlier, but it's only one. This is basically a little outbuilding. That's sort of what this is supposed to be. Maybe I'll make it for something. I think that's when I caught my sheep at the very first my very first sheep on the Scorched Earth save. I had a little house made of wood that I kept the sheep in until I could actually bring them back. I've also thought about how to get sheep back here, but I don't even know where they start off from, so where they spawn. So in any case, don't look down. This has been fun. The house is coming along. I hope maybe to do the next update when we have, say, 1 level of walls in. I think it's going to be completely open floor plan on the inside. What is that? Okay, let's go eat things. Oh, it's a terror bird. As long as I got the resources, and I'll eat the terror bird. Now, there was another one, wasn't there? I thought I saw 2. Ah, attacking my Doty! And I think he's doing damage to my, and the problems with the Doty's almost, yeah. He's attacking me now. I mean, seriously? And I really don't want him to attack the base. Alright, do you want to go for a walk? This is sort of the sideways annoyance of all of this. is you have to attack the raptor to kill it, so it doesn't kill the Dodi, but it's very difficult to spread your, or to limit the location of your attack to not get the Dodi by accident. And then of course the Dodi starts attacking you, and if there are a couple of, you know, of the same species in the area, they'll all attack you. What I'm going to do here though is, what's that? Oh, it's a poopmobile. What I'm going to do here is lead him this way. He'll eventually give up, or he might just give up anyway, and I was going to just fly away until he's out of render distance, and once he's out of render distance, are you the same one? Have you already been attacked? I don't know. Usually what you do is you take them out of render distance, come back, and they're no longer angry, and that's the way to do it. I just don't want the Dodi to, you know, do damage to the structure. And that's going to be danger because, okay, let's talk about this. Yes, I know I'm extending this, not intentionally. The problem is that glass is very fragile, and if two things are fighting outside the glass, they're going to break the glass. So you can put down fence foundations right next to here. So if I snap a glass here, it'll get broken pretty easily. If I snap a fence foundation on the outside of this, I should then be able to put up something outside the glass. And I just don't know if I put up like a metal frame, which I think you can do. I don't remember what it's going to be, but I think you can put something outside of that glass, which will then protect it. These are things that I have to... Oh yeah, that's what you do. You put the metal double door frame. So you're going to end up with walls that are, you know, I think the double door frame, the metal one's even a little thinner than this. So you'd have a metal double door frame and a metal double door frame here. It's still vast majority glass. You'll have a little thin-ish metal pillar between them. I don't know if that means they can still attack the glass, because the glass is technically behind. I think they can. So we'll kind of have to see how that works. I think I'm just going to build it with glass to begin with, and if it gets damaged, then we'll go back and build it with the metal afterwards. The thing is of course, I'm going to have way more metal than glass here, so we'll see. And if I do that, I need to do a test whether I can put if I put the glass in first, can I fit the metal fence base on the outside cleanly enough to where it still looks really good. So all these wonderful tests here, but at least this worked properly, and I like the fact that we can mix and match our doors and windows and stuff, so that seems good. Alright, that's enough. You've seen some of the risks, some of the things we're going to try to do here. I'm obviously all still doing this without an RG, and considering I'm impatient and RGs fly slow, I guess it's worked out fairly well. In any case, this has been fun, and we will talk to you soon.